The twins get heated over the munchkin word. Abira and Andrea do some self-healing and anger management. And you guys guessed it. Miss Juicy and Emily square up. Stay tuned, guys. This is the Little Women ATL After Show.
You're tuned in to AfterBuzz TV, the ESPN of TV talk. Now, let the buzz begin.
Get her hand! Get her hand! Get her hand! Yes! The lights! Pick up the lights. Oh, no? Okay. I love that long hair. Welcome back, guys. I am so excited to be here. We are so excited to be here, as you can obviously tell. We have a lot to discuss. We have some news. We have some tweets. We have a lot to talk about. But I could not do this without my lovely co-host. How you doing today, Lauren?
Hey guys, I'm good. How are you guys? Missed you.
And of course, we have Sexy Lexi.
Hey, I missed y'all last week, so I'm happy to be back.
Yes, guys. We are here, and we are a full panel. So, before we get into it, overall thoughts, I'll start with you, Lauren.
Overall thoughts. I just wanted to continue. I wanted to see what's going to happen between Emily and Juicy.
Okay. Lauren, what do you think?
Well, Alexis.
I'm sorry. Oh my gosh. You know, it's these L's, it's the double L's. I'm so sorry.
Lexi thinks that it was a lot this episode. That's all I can really say about it. It's just a lot to unpack, and I can't wait to talk about it.
Okay, yeah. I thought this episode, it got a little bit juicy towards the end, and, you know, a little bit of drama, which we were all waiting on, so I'm excited. So let's just go ahead and talk about the meeting with Miss Minnie that is set up by GC with Rache.
I think it was Rachie, like short for Rachel, maybe?
Rachie,
yeah.
Okay, you know, people make up nicknames nowadays.
Shout out to Rachie. We went to the same college, Clark Atlanta.
Oh, okay. Yes.
Yes. There we go.
Shout out to the HBCUs out there, okay?
Yes.
So, yeah, she meets with Rachie. So Rachie agrees to work with the twins and give them a shot. So she hooks them up with her artist Candy K, who's, you know, from Toronto.
That's
same
where Drake's
place
from.
Where Drake is from, because, you know, it's lit.
So of course she's great at what she does because they're both from Toronto.
You know, it only produces greatness.
Yeah.
So, you know, the twins, they were hesitant at first. They was like, you know, we kind of need our own music first before working with other artists. How did you feel about that? Do you think that they should wait or just collaborate?
I think they should have waited, because even when they met Candy K and Rachie, that was the first question Candy K asked. So, like, how many songs do you have? Like, it's a respect factor that has to be established when I think any two artists collaborate. So I think she would have had, like, taken them more seriously if they had a repertoire of songs other than just one.
Lexi, what you think?
That's a good point, because at first I was like, why are they acting like that? Like, she's trying to help you. Like, why are you acting like you're above working with somebody else? But I see it from that perspective, too. Like, you haven't really gotten your footing yet, so I would want to be a little bit more comfortable with what I'm doing before allowing somebody else to come in. But at the same time, you know, she was being helpful, and I believe that she came in with good intentions, but we know how it ended, so.
Yeah, we'll definitely get into that, so I'm interested to hear your thoughts on that. So, how I feel about it is, I feel like the twins aren't wrong for wanting their own material first, because you know how you have those artists that always are on other people's tracks, and it's like, okay, what do you sound like? What does your music sound like? So they kind of want their own sound for themselves, which is understandable, instead of trying to fit other people's type of music.
Yeah,
so I
makes
agree with the twins on that. So let's just go ahead and get into the video. So Lexi, Candy K refers to them as a munchkin. What did you think about that?
Well, thinking back on it, I don't think she referred to them as a munchkin, even though they took it that way. I think she was talking about the voice. And I would like to, you know, think positively and think, okay, she didn't really put two and two together that munchkin can be offensive to little people. It does sound like a munchkin voice. I would describe it as a munchkin voice, but you can't say that to somebody who probably has been called a munchkin in a demeaning way before. But I don't think she was calling them a munchkin, and I would like to believe that she wasn't doing it to be mean.
Yeah, I don't think she was ill-intentioned, but I do think, and she acknowledged it, which I can respect, it was just ignorance in the situation. Just like the producer said, before she got into the world herself, as the producer, she wouldn't have known that it would be, offensive. So I do think, I commend her for taking accountability for, like, hey, that was my own ignorance. But it was still pretty bad, and it didn't help that she kept patting their heads.
Yeah,
that didn't help at all. That it was a number of things kind of building up to the blow up. So
yeah, no, I agree. So in the beginning, they referred to the part as munchkin, and nobody had an issue with it because that's what they referred to the voice as, a munchkin voice. So to Candy K, I'm looking at it from her perspective. I think she was just saying, oh, play the munchkin part because that's what they had referred to it as when they were discussing it, and nobody said that, hey, don't call me that. It was just play the munchkin part. So, but I can understand the twins' point as well. I can see both people's perspectives because as somebody that dealt with it their whole life, it's kind of offensive. Just like, when we dealing with other people, like you don't really know what's offensive, so she has to enlighten it.
Yeah, y'all be offending me every day, so.
And I understood her in the beginning just being like, I don't even want that part in the song, period, because I'm going to have to sing it, I'm little, and then people are going to be making, munchkin references. So I think just having the part at all in the song probably wasn't the best idea.
Yeah, and did y'all pay attention to, remember they was in the studio recording it, but then when they stepped out, they was playing the song back, and they put the voice, like that small munchkin voice, so they didn't even know that it was going to come out as a munchkin voice, just using the turns. That's why they was like, wait, we just said this, and now y'all just changed it to a squeaky voice, so that was messed up.
Their voices aren't even squeaky. Like, the twins, their voices aren't even squeaky at all. So that's the irony in it, but...
Yeah, Abira got a deep voice. She don't sound nothing like that.
Yeah.
But, they should have understood because, as we all know, Candy K is part black. So, clearly, since she's part black...
Now that I did not get.
What was she talking about?
That was her defense.
Yeah, like, why would I do that and say that and be mean? I'm part black, but...
What does black got to do with the girl?
I guess she means, sometimes black people feel like we can't really, like, talk down on other people because we have our own thing, people come at us all the time and say things about us, so we feel like because we understand we can't possibly be saying things in a mean way, but it literally had nothing to do with
I don't know, to me it kind of played out more as though like, oh wait, no, my best friend's black. Like that, it was kind of more of that tone to me, like, well, I am actually part black myself, so I could clearly never insult a little person, like...
Yeah. If she would have said, oh, my friend's a little person too.
Yeah.
Then it would have been
it would have still been wrong because it's kind of that same thing like, oh yeah,
my friend black.
My cousin's ex-girlfriend was black, actually. It's just bad. It
would have made more sense, but it still would have justified it.
It would have still at least been the same issue at hand.
Yeah. Yes.
Because the twins actually aren't black. So it didn't make any sense at all.
And I don't think all munchkins are black either.
Yeah.
So. Candy K, girl, get your life together. Yeah. So next time, it probably would have looked a little better if you would have said, oh, my best friend is a little person, as opposed to my best friend is black, because it was like apples and oranges.
Yeah.
But then at the same time, she would have said that if your best friend's a little person, you should know not to mention a munchkin or pat somebody on the head.
Oh, that pat on the head.
Did you see her, like, if y'all go back and watch it, she was, like, after the scene happened, she was still patting her hair. She was like, you can tell that was real. She was really irritated because she kept touching her hair like, did this girl just pat my head? Did this? Yeah. And then she said if she was average size, she would have beat her. So, girl, yeah.
Well, we know the twins are quick to fight, but at least they know, look... Yeah. And I would hope that somebody who is average size would be like, okay, this isn't even fair. Let me not even,
Girl.
You would the way they were arguing.
Yeah. I was waiting to see a fight. The last time we seen a fight between average size and little people was the other Little Women, LA. And they didn't hold nothing back. They was fighting them. So, Little Women ATL may be a little more classy because we haven't seen no drama this season.
Not this season. Not yet.
Not yet. Okay. So, before we go on to our next topic, Lauren, you have a message for our viewers.
I do have a message before we get back to the cheeks and all that. I just wanted to thank you guys for making us the ESPN of TV Talk. If you're watching us on YouTube, be sure to be subscribed to our channel and to like this video right now. Takes like 2 seconds, like it. And if you're listening to us on iTunes, give us a 5-star rating, all 5 stars. The other ones really don't matter. And we so love what we do here at AfterBuzz, and we so appreciate you in supporting us and doing what we love.
Yes, thank you so much. That was lovely.
Thank you.
So now, guys, let's go on into Abira and the twins.
Oh, yeah.
So Abira decides to go to some anger management. She brings Andrea with her. And, they do some self-healing. So how did y'all feel about her taking the initiative to heal herself and do some anger management? I'll start with you, Lexi.
I think it's great. I think, anyone taking the time to work on themselves is beautiful, especially when it comes to anger. We've seen them get upset on this show a lot. So I think even them doing the anger management helped the twins stay calm when everything happened with Candy K. So it's probably good that they did go.
Yeah, I thought it was beautiful to see the growth, too, because the first time we saw Abira and Andrea on camera together, they were fighting outside of Havana Club in Atlanta. They were scrapping literally that day. So it's great to see how they've grown in 2 seasons. And I don't know, I'm surprised. I feel like Abira has grown a lot since we've seen her.
Yes.
And I don't think people are acknowledging that. She has really matured and is growing, and I think that is so commendable that she's taking that step. I will say the other woman in the in the meeting, she seemed a little angry. I think I want to commend her as well for, taking the initiative to correct that, because she was there.
She needs to be there.
She was very high strung, and she's getting that, that help and that guidance that she needs. So kudos to all 3.
Yes, kudos to them. We should always work to improve ourselves. So I definitely agree. And they go a step further and take a boxing course with Nasir to let some of that aggression out, which I agree with as well. You should have a positive outlet for your anger.
Yes. Yeah. And boxing is super helpful. I used to box just for the exercise of it, and it was very good with stress.
Yes.
So they're doing a good thing.
Yes, that's really good. So now let's talk about Andrea and Chris. I have a lot to say about their relationship, and I'm using quotes because it's a one-sided relationship, but I'm going to say my views in a second. How do y'all feel about Andrea and Chris? What do you think about them and this wedding that they're trying to have? Whoever wants to go first. I know y'all are here thinking real hard.
It's hard to think anything when he's just never
MIA.
there. We have not seen him basically since they got engaged. Like, where you at, Chris? Like, you're planning a whole wedding. We see her sister's man. He's always there, but
Jordan.
Yep, but Chris isn't ever there, so can't even think of anything about him because I don't ever see him.
Girl,
I hope they don't get married. We'll see. But, something?
go ahead.
Don't tell me. I hope they don't get married. That's it. That's all I have to say. It's just sad to see, like you said, it's very one-sided. I feel like he is definitely using her. He doesn't have a job, but he has he has children.
Girl.
And then remember, guys, he has children with he had a baby mama before her. I don't know if y'all remember
Is she
that.
a little person too? Do you know?
I'm not sure. I don't think so. It's never been referenced.
How many kids he got?
I don't know, but I know he has a previous baby
that's
mother.
At least 4 right there.
'Cause that's
4?
Because doesn't she have 3?
Yeah, because that's who he used to run to. Remember? Or it was strongly implied. They never mentioned her name or anything. Either way, he got a serious girlfriend in Texas he keep running back to. So he's supposed to be supporting 2 households. Chris, get it together.
Maybe he just got a job while we talking.
Girl, last episode, he was still looking for a job. So, girl.
Maybe he found one, and nights and weekends he be busy.
And days.
Days, nights, and weekends. Mornings, too.
So, wait. Andrea and Chris have 1 child together. How many children they got?
I think they have 3.
Wait, they have the 3, and the girl before has the 1 child with him.
Allegedly. We don't know how many children. We just know he has another baby's mother. Allegedly.
Ooh, Andrea, girl. Okay, let me go ahead and say my piece, because I got something to say about this toxic relationship.
What you got to say?
First of all, ladies, I need y'all to stop believing that disrespect is better than being single. That's not better than being single. Stop staying in a relationship because you're scared to be alone if you are being disrespected. Okay?
Ooh, child.
You are only hurting yourself. Listen, they don't want me to get. I'm gonna start preaching. I ain't trying to stop.
You
You
are.
already preaching.
I think
yeah.
you are.
Cause listen, all I'm saying is I need women to really this self-love, that is the new relationship goals. Self-love is the new relationship goals because you can clearly tell when you don't love yourself, and a guy can clearly tell when a girl doesn't love herself. That's why you get treated the way you are getting treated.
Woo.
Okay, guys manipulate that. They can see that. And stop listening to these apologies. Apologies doesn't mean nothing if you didn't change your behavior. That's just manipulation. So I don't know who's watching this, but listen. Because I get mad watching this show. I hate seeing women. Look, when I have a daughter, she going to be a G. She going to know we ain't not dealing with none of this foolishness. Okay?
And when you have a son, you can tell him to be accountable.
Yes,
as
and
well.
you be accountable. These men out here, but my thing is this: take responsibility for yourself because it's terrible. But honestly, you can only control yourself. Honestly, you
yeah,
can't
of course.
control how other people act and how they treat you. You can only, treat yourself with love and then not talk to the people that don't. But yeah, these dudes out here tripping, and girls just focus on you.
Yes.
I'm sorry. Let me start. How long was I talking for? That was probably like 3.
I don't know. We had you down for 4 minutes, 10
Where the
seconds.
quiet at? We done had our sermon. We need the quiet to come out.
Oh, yeah, we'll get the praise
Fantasia, come
dance.
kick your shoes off. We need all of it.
Not the shoes. Keep those on.
Listen, I'm
Tasia.
just saying. Okay, but And another thing, remember when they was planning the wedding and they was at the house? Who was missing? Chris. Now,
When they went to the ice cream festival.
who was missing?
Which
Chris.
I never knew there was an ice cream festival in Atlanta. Did you ever go to that?
Girl.
No, but I would love to.
That must be new, because I would have definitely
They
been all
probably
over
just did
that.
it for the show.
That too, because we
It's
didn't
probably
really
ice
see
cream.
nobody else there. We saw one truck, and we definitely didn't see Chris. We also didn't see much of a crowd, so maybe.
Or any ice cream.
That's true.
Well, they had one. She was licking that one little.
Okay.
I don't know where she got it from, but you right, girl.
props.
Bring in
Bring
the
it.
ice cream. Bring in the ice cream.
We need a popsicle for the guy over there.
Oh, we only need 3. Chris didn't show. We only need 3
Right.
popsicles.
He did not show.
Oh my gosh.
Chris, yeah, I'm interested for the next episode because I think they got into it, but we'll say that for predictions.
We'll see.
But goodness gracious, Andrea, find your self-love and your self-worth, girl. All right, so enough of that. The Cheeks confront Miss Juicy about not putting enough effort into them and that she is moving too slow and she is not pushing them forward in the business. So, is Emily tripping or is Miss Juicy not doing her job? Which one is it?
What I didn't understand is Emily constantly being like, oh, well, you're getting a certain percentage, you're getting a certain percentage. So don't you think because Juicy is getting a certain percentage, she wants you all to be doing things? Why would she be sabotaging her own money? Why would she purposely not help y'all? Because if y'all don't make any money or do anything, she's not making any money or doing anything. So I didn't understand how they kept making her feel bad or making her feel like she wasn't doing enough when she's the one missing out on things too. And then another thing I didn't understand is it's not all on Juicy. Like, you're pregnant, you didn't want to do the LP. What is she supposed to get for you when everything that she's brought for you, you've sabotaged?
Yeah.
That's true.
Well said.
Yeah.
Retweet that. But yeah, I don't.
Message. Go ahead, Lexi.
Hashtag message by Sexy Lexi.
Sexy Lexi.
Yeah, no, I agree. I mean, Emily just seems like a very privileged and entitled young woman. That's all it is. Like, she thinks everything needs to be now in her time. I am so curious to know her settlement, her life, because she seems to be a true trust fund. This money ain't never gonna run out. Oh, how much you need? I'll just buy this. I'll buy that. Like, she can buy people and control people, and it's really telling too because she keeps referencing these earnings, but they haven't earned anything. And she seems so angry as if Juicy's walking away with money already, and it's like she hasn't made anything because you haven't made anything because you're getting pregnant, not telling people, and not showing up to events. So
Exactly.
she just seems like a very entitled and privileged, not really self-aware person. At least that's how it's coming off.
Ding.
Dang, that's another message at your door.
So,
Two things.
yeah, I agree. I feel like Emily is really rushing because she's pregnant. I feel like Emily is trying to do a lot of stuff before she has that baby. That's why I think that she's
a good
rushing.
point. Mm-hmm.
Like, she's trying to hurry and put the video out. She's trying to hurry and get some more deals because she knows when she has that baby, she's gonna have to be on a little, what's that, maternity leave? Yeah, and she's gonna have to rest and all that good stuff. So she's trying to rush the process in the game.
I just wish that Bree would say something. Like, she's just literally just sitting back and watching Emily just run around like a crazy person and do whatever. And she complains in the confessional, but she doesn't ever say anything to Emily. I just wish she would finally say something.
I think she's going to start, not to get in predictions, but I think that she is going to start to more. I really hope so, because it's just cringy to watch. Like,
it is.
But now that we know from our exclusive with Miss Juicy a little bit more, it seems like Emily has the purse string. So I think that plays a big role in Bree's hesitance to speak up for herself.
Yeah, definitely agree. So Emily takes the initiative and she meets with GC without Bree and without Miss Juicy. You know, about getting the rights to the song. And, you know, GC was smart, though. Your man.
Hey, GC. Hey, George Cash, Lauren Cash here. Love you.
Oh,
okay.
Did you just ship
gosh.
both of y'all names together?
I've been shipped our names episode 2.
Yo.
Hey, George.
Play it cool if you want to go to the wedding, girl. I want to see the fingers.
Hey, George. Okay.
It's like
Not
my
wearing.
Instagram is. So yeah, GC, it was very professional, and he knew something was up. He said, "Hold on, shouldn't Miss Juicy be here?" So he called it, and you know, Emily got a little mad. She left that meeting a little heated, like, "Well, what you mean? This like she don't run us?" And
she's not the one paying y'all by. That's why I'm like, this entitlement just spilling out of her, and my baby GC's not gonna put up with that. So, and he didn't. Dismissed Emily.
But you know what? And I thought that at first. I thought, oh, that's very professional of him. Like, look at him not going behind Juicy's back. Like, that's admirable. And it still is. But after seeing what happened at the end where it came out where Juicy actually has the rights to the music, I was like, well, he probably only did that because he realized, oh, she don't know that we don't have the rights. Juicy has the rights. So it was like, okay, is he doing that just to be loyal or just because he knew the whole time, oh, Juicy has the rights?
Probably a combination, to be honest. I think that he does realize that, I mean, from my baby dad, I'm just kidding, but from, not really, but from George's perspective, he realizes that Emily is a loose cannon from the meetings they've had. So I think he knows what he's dealing with here. So I don't think he would have given her anything anyway. I think he would have still been like, I need to talk to your manager because you can't be controlled. Yeah. And you seem difficult to work with. So I'd rather work with Juicy, someone I already have rapport with.
Yeah.
that is true. But I'm just trying to figure out, like, what is Emily's end game? Like, she's trying to put all this stuff out here, and then she's going to disappear because she's going to have a baby. So it's like, you're moving too fast for what? Because she already, I don't know how many months she is, but
she looks big.
Well, she said she's about to go back to Texas in a few weeks, so probably at least 7.
Yeah,
at least 7.
I'm like, you about to put these songs out, put this video out, but then you're not going to be able to do anything because you're pregnant and you just had the baby. So what are you doing it for?
That's why she needs a manager, or to allow herself to be managed, because clearly she does not have the bigger picture in mind at all.
Yeah, I think Emily is over it, because remember last after show, she got into it with the production team, and she's just, I think Emily kind of just over it. She's ready to just wrap it up.
Yeah.
So
that might mean bye-bye for you too, Left Cheek, because you ain't speaking up. You better speak up. You want to come back next season.
Come back with who, though? She gonna have a big storyline just for herself?
That's what I'm saying. She got to step it up. We want to hear you talk more.
Yeah.
Not just in the confessionals, but like in the meetings, like at these dinners that no one eats at, in all these events.
Let us know what you guys think in the live chat. We are in the live chat. Thank you, Treasure Fashion. She said that she thinks the twins are saying that Juicy set them up.
Set them up.
I don't know. And Miss Minnie sent them somewhere without fully knowing the full information. Girl, tell us some more, Treasure. What you talking about, girl?
You got some inside tea?
Yeah, she got some tea.
Right, see, what you talking about, Treasure, girl? We looking at this live chat. Thank you, Simone, for tuning in. We see you. Yes, guys, hop in the live chat. Let us know if you have any questions, anything that you want us to say. We will shout you guys out, so we appreciate that. Yeah, so let's go ahead and just get into our tweets. Lexi is coming with the gossip with the tweets.
Hey, so you all always tweet every week when you're watching, and we love to read what you guys are saying. And so I picked out some that I thought were super funny and important. The first one I have is at Marseille73. And it says, I think Chris's proposal was for TV. He's been MIA ever since.
We said that. Where is he?
We all want to know that.
Wait, does he live with... They supposed to live together,
They
right?
do, allegedly.
And she hasn't said anything about him not being around. So maybe he just doesn't want to be on the camera? Or...
Because they not together for real.
Definitely not at work, so we don't know.
He not at work. He not watching the child. What is he doing?
Children, yeah.
Cheating. He's with other women. I can guarantee you.
Or just on the couch using up her money.
Eating
And
her
with
food.
texting other women on the app.
Oh, I heard. Oh, he on Tinder? That's what you said?
Girl.
That's no.
Girl.
And that's how rumors get started.
News and gossip. I seen Chris' profile on Tinder.
Fake news.
Hit
fake
my
news,
DM
fake
up
news.
if you guys want to see the picture of him
Fake
on Tinder.
news.
Yeah. I heard he's more of a Bumble type. He likes the women to
Oh.
come to him.
Bumble.
Yeah.
Oh.
Don't listen to them, please. Oh my gosh, y'all are messy. Okay, I have another one from at RDR_INC_CEO. Hashtag Little Women ATL. Abira fired Juicy, then was mad because Juicy didn't tell her about the opportunity. Twins didn't want to go to the meeting and blamed Juicy. Emily killed the LP, but is mad at Juicy. So basically, everybody just wants to be mad at Juicy.
Yeah.
You know, what the everybody they trying to make her the bad guy.
Yeah.
Miss Juicy ain't did nothing wrong. Did she?
Not
No.
in these cases.
Not in these cases.
Yeah, this is actually the cleanest. I feel like
Yeah.
she's been the most stand up she's been
Yeah.
in the history of the show.
Yeah, she hasn't been stirring up any messiness. She's been trying to handle business.
Yeah.
We have another tweet from at Crazy Razy. I like that name. Says, Emily, you have to be willing to do stuff in order for your manager to help you. On
well,
point.
she
Yeah.
was trying to take the initiative with the music video.
Yeah, that made sense. Let me rent out V Live, have a couple strippers there, and then, have this huge production crew, and then not even have the rights to the song.
You know what? It seems like she only cares about having YouTube videos because she keeps bringing up that one video that went viral, and she's pushing for this video, but she don't want to do nothing else.
Maybe she got a lot of money from it. Hopefully she split it with Brie.
Girl.
Them YouTube checks big like that?
I didn't think so, as we all know. YouTube has changed their rules, but we don't know.
Yeah. Emily, girl, she doing too much stuff. Meeting with people behind juicy bags, making a music video. Oh, poor thing.
Okay, let's do one more. We have at Green Eye Barbie. It says, how the F did she think calling them munchkins was okay? WTF, wrong with her. Now that was disrespectful.
Yeah, that was a look. Yeah, now that, I wouldn't, if I was to see a little person, I wouldn't be like, all right, come here, munchkin. Like, that is a little.
Yeah.
I don't know. I would in my head, maybe because I have a level of emotional intelligence. No, that's not what I'm saying. I'm still talking. She doesn't listen to me. But I'm saying in my head, I would have enough emotional intelligence to think, oh, let me not pat someone, a grown person on their head, or let me not use that word. I just feel like I wouldn't have to have that experience, like having a little person in my life. I would just think about that, but maybe because that's just how I think. Like, how could this affect someone that's also from another marginalized group?
Yeah.
But, okay. I don't know. And do you guys I was curious, do y'all actually consider that amongst, like, do y'all think that? Because I don't think that. When I hear a high-pitched voice, I'll just be like, yeah, the high-pitched voice. Like, I've never thought, like, I don't equate that to munchkins in my head naturally. So I didn't.
Yeah, not naturally, but when she described it, I wasn't like, oh my gosh, who described it that way? I was like, okay, that's a good description, but it's not the description I would use.
But maybe that's what they do in Toronto. Let's ask Drake.
Girl.
Call up Drake.
Oh, girl, let me just
sliding those
make
DMs.
this call real quick.
Girl, yes.
And then we're going to throw in an Instagram post from there because we have some really cute pictures from Miss Juicy who taped Wildin' Out this past weekend.
Hey.
So we're really excited to see her episode come up soon.
Yes, guys.
That's gonna be good.
That is the news for today. So our news is Miss Juicy had made an appearance on Wildin' Out, and Lexi has the pictures to prove it.
And you know what? You can tell she's losing weight from the pictures.
Yeah.
She looks smaller.
Yeah.
Yeah, especially in that picture.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
can
Sure.
see it.
in her face as well.
Yeah.
Go ahead, girl.
Yes,
You're
Miss
looking good,
Juicy.
Juice.
We see you. Now, next, also for our news and gossip, where that music at? Thank you.
I love this.
Well, guys, so our rest of our news and gossip is the Cheeks will be in their very first movie,
Woohoo.
July 12th, 2019, because Master P had contacted them to be in the I Got the Hookup Part 2. If you guys haven't heard, it's with DC Young Fly. He's also in it, which is, Wild and Out's own. So, yeah, they're going to be in their first movie.
Good for them.
And shout outs to the Cheeks.
Yeah, good job, guys.
Nice.
So, can't wait to see that. They might be twerking.
I'm sure.
Probably. It's a Master P
there.
movie.
So, yeah, and that was it for our news and gossip and tweets. So now let's go on to predictions for next week's episode. Who has the juicy predictions? Who wants to start first?
And now,
Lexi, Sexy Lex. Sexy Lex. What's your predictions for next week's episode? Tell us.
I think there is going to be a fight with Chris and Andrea. We're finally going to see him on screen again. What else? It seemed like from the preview that the twins and the Cheeks might team up for a song. I don't know if that'll be next week, but I'm excited to see that coming up.
Lauren?
Yeah, I agree. We're gonna see Chris finally pop up. I do think I don't know if you guys noticed, but this is the first time we haven't had a Minnie and Juicy debacle, like face to face. So, but that's not gonna last. I think they're gonna go back at it for something, probably because the Cheeks and the twins are gonna want to work together. So that's gonna happen. Juicy and Minnie will continue that saga, and yeah, I think we're gonna see more problems with the wedding. I think that's gonna become more of a focus moving forward.
Yeah, my predictions, I definitely agree. I think that the wedding is not going to go as planned, and I think that Andrea and Chris will not get married, and they send all those wedding invitations out for nothing, and only Jordan and Amanda will get married, because I see Jordan way more than I see Chris. Even when it's like supposed to be a double date type of thing, Andrea is always like the third wheel.
And Jordan's so sweet about it. I feel like he really includes her. Just like, he seems like a good guy.
Aww.
Don't disappoint us.
Don't disappoint us. But yes, guys, so that was a wonderful show. We have wrapped it up, guys. This concludes our show. Lexi, where can we find you?
You can find me on all social media at I am Lexi Fierce.
Lauren, where can we find you?
You can find me at Lauren Out Loud on Instagram and Lauren Mayo on YouTube.
And guys, I am AJ. Follow me on Instagram at Crimson Pearl, and check out my YouTube channel, AJ Talks. This is the Little Women ATL After Show. See you next week, same time, same place.
Love ya!
Our founder, Kevin Undergaro, and me, Maria Menounos, would like to thank you for tuning in to AfterBuzz TV. Remember, we're not just the first, we're the biggest in the world, and we're the only destination for all your favorite TV shows. Whatever you crave, we've got it. So go to AfterBuzzTV.com and check out our lineup. Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.